Hi, welcome to this video today, which is on the 26th of July, or on Sunday. We're just going to be looking at two very simple trade entry techniques. And they're both going to involve going for breakouts. And we're just going to use support and resistance at round numbers. And we're going to take into account volatility. We want low volatility, and we're looking for a switch to high volatility to confirm the move. The logic upon which the technique's based, very simple to understand. And yeah, if you use these entry techniques, you can get yourself some really good risk to reward trades. Now, in relation to the techniques, the two pairs we're going to look at are, first of all, Euro AUD, and then we're going to look at GBPNZD. So right, let's go and take a look at the trade setups, go to the charts. But just before we do so, please do keep in mind, it is my view, as of this specific moment in time, it can of course change in line with the market conditions. If you want all our trading techniques and our daily technical sentiment analysis of 14 Forex pairs, all you need to do is click on the link beneath this video and you can get live access to our member center. You can also follow us on our Facebook page and join our Facebook group as well. Right, trade setup I'm going to do first of all is Euro AUD. Right, we're on the Euro AUD daily chart, and in terms of, just before I do the trade setup, I just want to go through what we're doing here. We're going to be anticipating a low to high volatility breakout, okay? So breakout from a range, which I'll draw in a moment. But just these quotes first from two of the greatest traders of all time. Breakouts from narrow channels and you get a switch from low to high volatility tend to be high probability trades. So from Bruce Kovnar and from George Soros, you get a breakout and increase in volatility, trade it and investigate the reasons later. Now, in terms of the trade setup, I'm just going to use simple support and resistance, and also Bollinger Bands, just to give a graphic view of volatility. For those of you unfamiliar with Bollinger Bands, you've got a center band here, simple 20-day moving average. Two outer bands are set, two standard deviations from the middle band, okay? Now, what that means in simple terms, when you've got a big strong move up, the bands are going to be wide apart, like they are here on the left. When the candles are just traveling sideways, low volatility, the bands are very tight together. And basically what you've got is you've got lack of speculative interest, supply and demand fundamentals are in balance. But we're looking for a break of a range and follow through on a higher volatility. Now, we will normally, in all the trade setups we do a simple study of sentiment. And in terms of the simple study of sentiment, just if you looked at the Aussie dollar, it's been the strongest major over the last few months. And, it's not pushing the euro down, is it? The euro is basically holding in a range. The Aussie dollar for us is overbought everywhere, and we think we're going to get an upside breakout. Now, in terms of where am I going to take the range from? I'm going to take it from here with the volatility bands really tighten up, okay? So let's do the bottom of the range, which is going to be, sorry, I'm just getting my cursor on it, basically here, okay? You see a little couple of candle pokes through, but can't take out the recent support. And you've got one candle, two candles, three candles. They're all blue, and we're coming to the top of the range. It's actually a 4-to-1 in terms of risk to reward trade. I'll show you how I'm going to do the stop in a moment. But just first of all, how are we going to do the entry? Well, there is the candle we're looking for, which lines up with a round number, okay? Okay, so the round number we need to take out is 164. You can see we just finished below the level. We want, when we're trading, generally we want to go through round numbers. We want them to be, taken out. We're not going to go a couple of pips above the level because there's such a lot of order flow around round numbers. We're going to go 164.30. So the battle of orders around the round number is concluded, and we're moving to the upside. And if we get a nice strong blue, we're looking for continuation, okay, up to 170. Okay, if we don't get a strong blue, we can always just freeze the trade out, okay? Where would we place the stop? Well, I'm not going to go below the bottom of the range. I'm just going to go below this tail here on that candle. Okay, so I'd go 162.70. That gives 150 pip risk on the trade, but gives 570 in terms of reward. Obviously, you've got to manage the trade as it goes, but I really like these types of setups. And our sentiment view is that if the euro breaks up, Aussie so overbought, it should follow through. Of course, if it doesn't, we can freeze it out. But I really like the look of this trade setup. And if you're looking around charts, you'll very often see very low volatility, then suddenly the breakout and the follow through. Our one in the member centre on Friday would be USD JPY, which broke out to the downside. Okay, one that you could go and look at right now, which is a really low volatility pair, it's a minor one, is USD try. We're looking actually for the USD to break up on the try. Always good risk reward trades. You get follow through, odds of continuation are high. If you don't get follow through and it just hangs about, you just freeze the trade. Right, let's go and take a look at the next trade setup, which is going to be, of course, yeah, GBPNZD. Right, GBPNZD daily chart. And in terms of this trade setup, it's very similar to the other one, but just subtly different. What we have is a strong trend down. You can see the big trend down, and then the move sideways and the bands tighten up. So you have the volatility drop. This for us is now what we refer to in Dow terms as distribution. And you very often get it at the end of a big trend. The market remains really bearish of the British pound, but the British pound is just traveling sideways. Now, the NZD has been a very powerful currency recently. It's kind of been like the AUD. The British pound, extremely oversold. And it's not going lower despite the majority being bearish of it. Now, in terms of how would we play this trade setup, let me just take it from how it's evolved here, the price action. You bounce from 190, you travel sideways, then you get this candle here, red. Poke at the 190 level, round number, rebound, but you finish red. Then the bears have another go. Poke at 190. There's no more sellers again, but we finish blue this time, and then we move higher on the next day. So this level is held. I'm not going to put my stop behind here. There's no need to. Okay, I'll do the stop in a moment. But where would I actually, come in the market? Well, there. This will be through 193.30. Okay. Now, in terms of the stop, we've exhausted here and the buying pressure is building up. You could go behind those two bodies, okay? Or you could go behind that tail, okay? I think going behind this tail would be enough, actually. Where should we go to if we break out? Well, if we break out, we get a nice blue candle. Pound is so oversold. Should go up to this major resistance level at the 2 level. So, you're looking at 670 pips on the upside, okay? And under 200 pips if you place your stop behind this tail. I think if you get a breakout, why not? Because, you want strong follow through. If you don't get strong follow through, just freeze it, okay? But I would expect a breakout to follow through. The pound is so deeply oversold, sentiment bearish extreme, pound not going low. You can see the buying building up, in my view, breakout hopefully up to the 2 level. We shall see. But love doing breakouts when the volatility drops, going through round numbers. And, in terms of, if you don't get what you want, follow through, then basically you can freeze the trade. Even if we broke out and didn't follow through, you wouldn't get much downside in this pair, in my view. So, good way to trade breakouts, in my view. We'll see how these pairs run. But that is the video for today. Thank you very much for watching me as usual. Take care. Have a good day.